Young hero, I see you finally entered the arena, and I just wanted to say thank you for entrusting me with your time. 11 minutes and 40 seconds, in fact, and I really appreciate it because it means some of you guys out there find value in my videos, and I really do hope for like the longer run, I make much better videos which more people and especially you guys can enjoy. So thank you again. So the previous video before this one was part one of, my Disney experience, and it's basically why we're here today talking. So I went to Disneyland and I saw the things that I needed to see, and I wrote all the rides that I need to ride to understand that Disneyland is a pretty cool place where a kid can be a kid, and I fucking loved it. I saw Mickey, I saw Donald, I saw Goofy, I saw people just taking pictures with them. It was fucking sweet. Even though I didn't really take a picture, with, the mascots, I didn't really need to because I was already in the magic. I was already in the soup, in the dew, I was already in the mix, and I was just happy to be there. And I finally understand why a lot of people love to go to Disneyland. Something happened there, nothing too serious. It's just I was just using the restroom and I saw something that totally made me think about just making a video about how disgusting public restrooms can be. So really, that's why we're here today. And honestly, really, I hope that maybe you find some value out of this video, and I hope you really enjoy it. But yeah, let's get on with it. Peace. Now, I'm not terrified of the restroom. I'm not scared to really go in my own restroom. It's more so, I love the restroom. I love to have a lot of my personal time in the restroom. I like to do a lot of things in the restroom. Not any of those sus things, but more so things like just being by myself, being able to think, just enjoying my time alone in the restroom. Because it's like really the only sense of independence I really do have, like living currently with my parents. But yeah, but I am terrified of public restrooms. I'm not saying that I generally just go in there and start screaming, "Oh my God, piss everywhere! There's shit on the wall." I don't do that. But it's just thinking about what generally happens in the restroom and the things people will do, even though you kind of expect them to treat it well because other people are going to be using it. They kind of do the reverse. They kind of treat it like shit, and this sucks because it's just like it sucks because other people get paid to clean these restrooms, and most times they probably don't even clean it themselves just because of the assholes they gotta clean it for. If they don't care about it, why should I care about it? Even though I'm getting paid, it's not like the higher ups are really gonna give a damn. So that's why, in a sense, general sense of why restrooms are terrifying. But I wanna pinpoint a bit more, like just at least 3 things of why I'm terrified of the restroom. One of my fears is a genuine fact that people take so much effort to make the restroom smell like piss. I mean, think about it. Have you ever went into one public restroom and never not smell piss? That's what I'm saying. You're always gonna smell it. You go into a truck stop, it just smells like piss and dog shit. You go into a Walmart, it smells like piss, and for some reason, there's just toilet paper on the floor everywhere. It's just like you cannot go anywhere without smelling piss, and it's just like learn how to aim. Now, I understand. Sometimes you may have touched the door, you might have touched the surface, and you probably didn't wash your hands going in. So you don't want to touch your zipper, you don't want to touch your junk, so that's understandable, but it's just like you can at least just aim it towards the hole. I mean, you could just I don't know, it's just, that's one thing that really bothers me. just the fact that so many people willingly miss the toilet and do not care to flush out themselves, it's irritating because you realize there are other people who have to use it, and there are also workers who have to clean up after bullshit. And I don't understand that. And then let me get this one thing off my chest. Also, children scare me in a restroom because it's just the fact that children can be so ignorant, and in the cutest way possible. What I mean is that, like, when I was at Disney, you had a lot of babies which ran around barefooted, and it's just like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you letting him run into the mud? Why are you letting him run into the grass without any protection? And it's just like, I'm looking at these mothers, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? You may say you're a mom, but you're not acting like it. Like, there was this one kid who kept running to the grass. He kept running to, like, places he shouldn't have been. And, like, for some reason, the mother wasn't, like, freaking out. Like, every black mom meme, like, oh, if you ever go somewhere, you act something, you got that shit at home. Or, you better bring your black ass over here. Like, you hear that shit, but you never heard it from these parents. And it's just like, what the hell are you doing? And just imagining a little baby just walking into the restroom, getting on their all fours, and just like doing that shit, putting that shit on their face. Like, what if they step into a puddle of piss and start licking that shit? Like, that's disgusting. I'm scared of babies going in there and just doing that shit, because I've seen it at the Disney, like, where they just crawl on their all fours, just doing the most random shit. The parents not saying anything, not giving them sanitizer. It's just terrifying to me, And I just hope for the best for these kids. I have one more thing I do need to say. For me, taking a deuce, or, aka taking a, doing that, that's one of my favorite things to do. To drop a load in the toilet is one of my favorite things to do, because it's really relieving. I lied to you. I lied to you not. One of your favorite things to do in the toilet is to poop. It's because it's really relieving. There's nothing like taking a piss, but there's nothing like relieving yourself of, fecal matter. And that's one thing I must say I enjoy in the restroom. But it's like, in a public restroom that's flipped around, although you may get the same satisfaction you may get, just doing it in your regular home restroom, it's just the fact that you're adding a whole new equation with much more different people. And it's just the fact that some people are so proud of their poop, they'll literally leave it for the whole world to see, and it's just like, no one wants to see that. Why are you making it much more hectic for everybody to enjoy their experience? That go in, get out. Why are you making it so hectic for everybody? And that's something I generally get irritated about, because it's just like, you only have one job. The little fleshy thing is right there. So you're telling me you literally walk into the restroom, you walk into the stall, you see a toilet, and then you see everything. You see how the contraption works. You see its fine craft, little toilet thing, little flusher, and you decide to walk out. It's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? How in the hell do you miss that? Like, it's just, I know these people flush in their houses, because there's no way you'll just leave a shit. And I know people forget, but there's no way you'll actually just walk out of your restroom just with a shit in your toilet, It's just, I don't get that. There's one more thing I also want to talk about too. Yes, the power of editing is very, very powerful, I must tell you. Now I have blue light glasses, the most fashionable and most important things you need to have on while you're doing your gaming at night, or, just looking at your cell phone at night. Blue light glasses also helps when it comes to your sleeping habits. It's always good to have a pair. Anyway, I'm just bullshitting you, I'm pretending to be an ad. But the third thing I want to talk about is my trauma in the restroom. Now, I know this whole video was already telling you about my first trauma, but my third and final reason is just the basic dumb shit that will happen in a toilet or restroom. You know, over the years, we had a lot of stuff which happened in the restroom. We had 15 seconds where a bunch of kids or a bunch of people would gather into a restroom and watch two people go at it. I mean, just either slap boxing, just beating the total crap out of each other, which means they're just basically slapping each other until one of them just slips and falls into the corner of a toilet, and then someone just, bitch ass boy, like just that. And at least in the early 2000s, it wasn't as bad because, you know, we didn't have people purposely pulling the toilet, you know, like just destroying public restrooms on purpose. But nowadays we have devious licks. I'm telling you, like, these kids are wild. Like, they literally stole toilets. They stole stall doors. They stole a literal sink out of the restroom, the school restroom, where I remind you, your parents, with their taxes, pay for the shit. You're telling me you're trying to steal that shit? That's just terrible. And just the fact that these kids have the nerve to also put it on, you know, on social media just to brag about and get, you know, social points, it's just sad. Because it's just like, it makes you wonder. It just makes you wonder, like, what's the point? Like, if you get caught, like, what are you going to do after that? You think those social bread points are going to help you at that point? You think those social bread points are going to pay for your lawsuit? It's just many things which I wonder, why do these kids do? Why does anyone want to destroy a public property? Why do you want to write on it? Why do you want to shit on it? Why do you want to smear your shit covered hands on the wall so you can, you know, have your little legacy moment? It's just like, why destroy these places where many people will use and possibly you'll use again? I mean, if you go there on a daily basis and shit on the wall, sure, go right ahead. But just remember, you're gonna give everybody a worse experience just because of your dumb action. Now, besides this, you probably understand now that I enjoy my toilets, enjoy my time using the toilet, although I'll never put my ass on a public toilet seat, never. I don't want piss running up my ass. No. Anyway, I hope you understand that. Now, I am terrified of using the public restrooms and why I am. Either way, I'll still be using them, just not with, you know, this bad boy. But, you know, whenever this video comes out, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you find it satisfying, and I hope it gives you a laugh or two. You're able to, you know, relax by it. Maybe my voice is relaxing. Ignore that. That's just a washing machine going at it. But yes, I hope you're able to enjoy this video, and you have a very nice night. Peace.